Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. In this video, we will see how we can create AOT queries. So, the scenario that I will take is currently I'm into my all purchase order form. So here what I will do, I will create a AOT query. My query will have all those purchase order where my purchase order status will be invoiced. So if I click here, not cancelled, invoiced. So here you see I will create a query where I will only have all this purchase order. Okay, so how we can create AOT query for this one? So what I will do, I will click on add, I will go to new item, and I can go to my data model, and here we have the option to create query. So I can simply say my query name is I will say AOT as it is an AOT query. You can say AOT query PO invoiced. I'm giving a general name. So I will say add. Alright, so now we have simply added our query. Now here are few important fields that we should really consider. The first thing is that you should have a good name. We have put in a bad name, but yeah, that's fine. Now here is this option like whether you want to allow the cross company. So I will say no because I'm dealing with my purchase order, so they are specifically dependent upon my legal entity company. Okay, now the next thing that I will do is I will drag the data source. So this query will need a data source. So you can see the AOT queries, they are similar to our normal SQL queries only. In our normal SQL query, we need a table, right? That's why here also we'll need a table. So we can drag our data source. Okay, now as soon as you will drag your data source, here you will get all these options. Now if you will expand this node here, you will see nothing here. Currently you have simply dragged your data source, but you haven't specified any fields. So you have two ways to add the fields. Either what you can do, you can click on this field, and from your derived table from your field, you can select your table. For example, you need only let's say you only need the purge ID, basically a purchase order, and few fields. So you can right click here and you can add the fields, but this is not the preferred way. It is going to take a lot of time. So generally what you can do, you have this option, dynamic fields. So you can simply say it yes. As soon as you will see it here, so all the fields from your table will be added here. Now again, this is not something good because it will unnecessarily add a lot of fields inside your query. So either one way, you can delete those fields which are really not required. For example, something like this, you can delete this. Oh, it's not deleting. Just give 1 second here, guys. Okay, then the other option would be you can set it to no. Okay, now if you will try, you will able to delete all the fields. So I think now you understand the difference. If you select this dynamic field as yes, it is going to add all the elements, and if you change it to no, you can delete all those fields which you don't require. And generally you should really delete extra field, else your query will become expensive. So for now I'm going to keep all the fields because it's just a demo. Now the next important thing is ranges. So we can apply a range here. So as I was saying that we need to apply a range here because we only need those purchase order where the purchase status is invoiced. So what I will do, I will add a range here. So first thing is that I need to specify my range. So I can say I want to specify my range on my this purge status. So I can say purge status. Alright, then here I need to give the values. Now the interesting thing here is your purge status is an enum type of field. So what I mean by that is, let me click on this purge status, and when I will go to this table and let me go to that field from my table. Yeah, here we go, purge status. So this is an enum type of field, and again if I will go to its base enum, okay, what I can do, I can put a integer value. For example, this would be a 0, 1, 2, 3, but you will need to check at the backend as well. It's not a hard and fast rule. So now I think we want to apply this range. So what I will do, let me collapse this. Here you need to simply provide the value. So here you can see you can provide the value. So I'm going to put the exact values. For example, I only need my invoice, right? So I can copy this. Even if you will see the label, it is same only. So I can give this value. Alright. So we can even add multiple data sources as well. For example, let's say if you also need the line information, so what you can do, you can simply add your next data source here, and then you can create relation. So we'll see all these things in nearby. And then you also have group by, having, and order by. So whatever you can do with your SQL queries, you can do a similar thing here. So for example, you want to group by your purchase, based on your let me select the data source first. Okay, so let's say you want to group by based on your either your vendors. Let me open either your vendors or something like this. So we have all the possibilities here. So for now I'm not going to do anything. Okay, and even you can specify order by here, whether you want ascending, descending, everything is here. You can add your data source, then you will need to simply select your field. So it's not really a SQL queries only, but it is generally created through AOT. So that's why we call this AOT queries. And they have limited options, okay, because this is a UI, right? Totally UI. Okay, all right. So now once we have specified ranges here, now what I will do, I will do a build, and also this is also important field here. So what status you want to keep? For example, you want to keep your this status as logged, or you want to hide it. Basically, this is more useful in wherever you will attach this particular query, you will see those changes there. So I will simply reiterate what we did. We want to create a query here, and we want to create the query where our purchase order status are invoiced. For that, I simply created a new query. Then I added my data source. The most important property was dynamic field. That is generally you will change it to yes. Yes will add all the fields here. Then you will change it to no, and from here you can delete all the extra field. And here also you have these options, first only, if you only want to get the first one or first path. So generally if you use this first path, so the first record will be retrieved quite faster as compared to other. Yeah, so we have a lot of options here, we can explore that, but this is how you create your normal AOT queries. And in our next video, I will show you how you can consume this AOT query, exactly this query, using your code. So that will do in our next video. Thanks for watching this video.